Hi, my name is Danielle, and I'm here with Congressman Steven Horsford. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
All right, well, my first question is just, why are veterans issues so important to you?
Well, first and foremost, our men and women, whether they be in active duty or those who are retired veterans, they've fought for all of our freedoms on the battlefield, and I believe that they should be honored and respected when they get home, that they should be, first in line for good health care, for good jobs, for quality housing, for education. It's also important, 30% of the Southern Nevada population are veterans, and so we have a very large population that have needs. And as we in the war in Iraq and as the Afghanistan war begins to decline, we're going to have more and more veterans coming home, and we need to make sure that they are supported. And then lastly, my father-in-law is retired Air Force from Nellis. I have other members of my family who also have served, and I believe that it's all of our solemn obligation to do our part to support our veterans.
Yeah, awesome. Alrighty, so my next question is just, can you give me some of the details of the plans that you have to help veterans, not just here in Nevada, but all across the country?
Yes, well, again, my focus as a freshman really is to make sure that I am meeting the needs of my constituents. I mean, those are the people who sent me to Washington, is to work for them. Of course, passing national, federal policy will affect every veteran, and we need to do that in a way that, again, provides for funding for health care. That's why this facility is such a great example. This is the first VA hospital, comprehensive hospital, to be built in the country in 17 years. It's a $1 billion investment. It's a full-service facility, from veterans benefits to the living care center to the actual hospital itself. And those are the type of strategic investments we need to continue to make because our veterans are worth it, and it's also good for the local and regional economies. So I hope to be able to do more of that in the years to come.
Alrighty, so are you setting up any mechanisms for veterans to be able to contact you or your office?
Yes, we have a designated person who does our veterans outreach work. Jess Hotchkins Fisher, she just got married. She was with Congresswoman Berkeley, and she's joined our staff. So she knows how the veterans agencies work. She's managed cases on behalf of veterans before, and so my office is open and ready to serve anyone who has an issue with their veterans benefit, wants to find out about the services here at the VA hospital. Even if they're active and they're at Nellis. We met yesterday with the colonel, the vice commander for the 57th Wing, as part of the quarterly awards program that they do there at the 57th. And so those are the types of things that we will continue to do. It's a priority of mine, and I will make sure that we have the resources in our staff to support our veterans.
All right. And so what have you learned from being here about veterans and about veteran care? What kind of perspective do you have after seeing this amazing facility?
I really feel very optimistic, I guess is the word. I want to thank the leadership of Senator Harry Reid, as well as Senator Dean Heller, former Congresswoman Shelley Berkeley, and Congressman Heck, all of whom worked in a bipartisan manner to get this initial facility done. Now there's some expansion that's happening. There's some strategic things that I talked to the Chief of Staff about today that I'm going to follow up with him on, that include incorporating more of the medical school here, developing some of the fellowships and internships that will allow a lot of young people to learn about the careers that are really available in the Veterans Hospital arena, as well as to connect the resources here to our local community. I really think this can be a healthcare hub throughout North Las Vegas, and what better place but Congressional District 4.
All right, great. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.